Have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Back to Cunningham, and Cunningham with the sling.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Siakam kicks to Turner. Indiana moving it around. Cunningham against Halliburton. Drills it from outside.
Halliburton showing you a lot of confidence in his three-point stroke. That's something he's worked on.
Pass to Ivy. Ivy a screen on Halliburton. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Halliburton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Typically crafty offense from Halliburton. I mean, using a fake that time to his advantage.
Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
That's good from Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. You say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Duren with a screen on Halliburton. Bounce pass from Cunningham. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Left side, Turner. Halliburton outside. That 3 off the mark. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Cunningham. Harris outside. Out to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got his second basket of the night.
Well, excellent recognition from Hardaway Jr. to find his teammate there. This guy's an unselfish player.
Turner looking around. Pass to Nesmith. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. They trail by 3. Outside Hardaway. Cunningham sets a screen for Hardaway. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Now, here's Cunningham. Duran with the screen on Halliburton. Cunningham for three. Nembhard grabs the board. Indiana leading by 3. Pass to Neesmith. Turner against Duran. Turner passes to Halliburton. Rebound, Detroit. This game against Indiana, the first game of the NBA's regular season. And here is Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And that'll tie this game up.
Yeah, you know, the three-point range Harris has added to his game makes him that much harder to defend. He always is somebody you've got to be aware of.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
It's time for the dance hangout. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Jump the move.
Different look here for Detroit. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duran. Holland comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Neesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Here's Shepard. Guarded by Hardaway. Outside Mathurin. Siakam outside. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Oh, and they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
Sasser with it. Pass to Harris. Fires away from way outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Harris has got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here is Siakam, guarded by Harris. From the low block, it's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons leading. Back to Hardaway. Here's Stewart. And here is Harris. He has 6. Fires for 3. It's not going to go for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pistons ahead. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. On the court for Indiana. They've got Benedict Mathurin. Toppin is out there with Jackson. And it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Halliburton into the 2. And Beasley, here we go. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
First free throw is good. Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
Jackson hits both of them. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Like 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
Now McConnell. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Pacers 4th.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Pass to Cunningham. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Shot from the top of the key. Good, he hits the jump shot. Halliburton's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Holland. Hasn't made one yet. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And the Pistons making a change here. Reed's checked in. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard comes in for T.J. McConnell. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Cunningham's shot is off. Nembhard with it. Beasley covering. Mathurin for 3. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's on Ron Holland. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
And with their offensive firepower, Have the Pacers' Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
Pass to Toppin. Off target with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Beasley outside. Duran a screen. Lock at 6. Cunningham kicks to Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Beasley, following the miss by Miles Turner. Cunningham passes to Beasley. Duran sets the screen for Beasley. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Yep, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. For the Pistons, Tobias Harris is checked in for Stewart. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Holland. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Beasley. Indiana also making some changes. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Nembhard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Hardaway. Detroit leading by 3. Now, Ivey. No scoring in this one. There's 1:40 left here in the second, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with Orlando, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smits, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
Harris's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now, here's Siakam. Here's the 3. The rebound by Ivey.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Hardaway for the 3. Good on the triple. And the Pistons lead by 3.
This is Hardaway Jr.'s bread and butter. Really lethal off the catch.
Here's Nembhard. .24 seconds left in the second quarter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Nembhard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Cunningham with it. He's got 5. Here's the drive, and it's in there. Cunningham's got 5 points now in the quarter. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pistons lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually and as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. No good that time. Indiana trailing here. Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Nembhard. 7 points in the game. They double him with Cunningham. Outside for Halliburton. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Duren finds Harris. Duren with it. Pass to Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. Detroit, no good that time either. And Indiana shooting well. They're at 45%. A nice shot by Nesmith.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Cunningham passes to Ivy. And here is Harris. Fires from deep. That shot misses.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Siakam misses. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Harris. Here's Ivy. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
And there it is for him. Now it's a 5-point Indiana lead.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Pacers 4th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham pushes it to Hardaway. Cunningham looking it over. Duren against Turner. Ivy, no one around him. Detroit, no good that time either.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
For Detroit, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Indiana.
Pass to Turner. Now, Neesmith. From downtown. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Siakam against Hardaway. Back to Harris. Duran sets the screen for Harris. Oh, good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Tobias Harris-Clark has played over a dozen years in the NBA, and he is still a solid third option.
He really is, and he only played 1 year in college, and yet has been steady and consistent. He might not be the most efficient scorer, but he still does a lot of good things when he's on the floor, and he does them at both ends of the floor.
And on that drive, Cunningham utilizing that athleticism, blitzing the defense the moment he sees an opening.
Now here's Turner. It's hauled in by Harris. 1:25 left in the third quarter. And they recover it. Ivy. Harris kicks to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Nailed from three-point land. Hardaway has got 8.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Here comes the ball, Detroit. Hits the Piston dancers.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duran. Holland comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Beasley's checked in for Ivy. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Neesmith. Jackson, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Now here's Jackson. Siakam finds McConnell. Back to Siakam. Over Harris. Siakam, good. He's got 6.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Pass to Harris. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Back to Sasser. 3 on the clock. Over McConnell. Sasser can't hit. Pacers leading by 5. Here's Jackson. Excellent D there from Beasley. And it's Harris off the drive. That shot, no good. And here is Siakam. And that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Pacers. They're up by 5. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor right now for the Pistons, Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Obi Toppin. Then there's Jackson, and it's Mathurin in at the small forward. And Detroit has possession, following the score by Indiana. Cunningham inside, Toppin covering. Cunningham's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Halliburton. To the paint, he's looking for Toppin and finds him. Pass to Mathurin. Shoots over Fontecchio. Moves back up. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact. Somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
One shot.
Well, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has, coupled with his production and his maturity. Well, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tries from 7. And it's Fontecchio missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Beasley. Cunningham outside. Over Halliburton. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Cunningham. Beasley outside. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now, Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Jacks up a 3. Holland with the rebound. Pistons trail by 14. Pass to Beasley. Cunningham on the wing.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
At the line for Detroit, Cunningham. Cunningham. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Fontecchio. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Holland. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Malik Beasley. And the second free throw, good. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Now Siakam. Indiana moving it around. Three-pointer. The rebound by Ivy. Ivy's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
Here's Halliburton. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Here's Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, the hard work inside from Turner paying dividends. A real handful for the defense down low.
Turner. Miles Turner. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it and does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
Now, here's Cunningham. Good on the shot.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pacers leading by 10. Halliburton outside. Launches a 3. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Now, here's Halliburton. 1:57 left to play in the final quarter. And the 3 off target.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Inside, here's Hardaway. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Hardaway Jr. knows his role on this team, which is to provide scoring and leadership.
Hardaway hits them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Pacers leading by 6. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. 1:12 left in the 4th quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc. Nembhard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Cunningham's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Neesmith with the ball. Top of the key, Siakam. Duran pulls it in. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Cunningham passes to Harris. Good D by Siakam. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Pacers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Halliburton. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And it's an 11-point Pacer lead.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
At the line for your Pistons, Cunningham, Cunningham. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And so Cunningham nails both of them. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so the Pacers take the win. This was a very strong showing for them, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now we present our player of the game.